So welcome to the science and the engineering video. And even though golf companies need engineers and technicians and business people for all different kinds of departments, in this project, we're specifically going to focus on the club design part of it. And I promise you want to pay attention, because the more you understand this stuff, the further and the higher your golf ball is going to fly. And we are going to cover a few really interesting topics and principles, but we're going to breeze through force because it is in some of the other Sticks projects, and we all should be able to understand that the harder you hit something, the further it's going to go, like a golf ball, or the harder you hit. Instead, now that we're all on the same page about how hard or soft you hit the ball impacts how far it flies, let's focus on some fresh topics like trajectory, or what's also called projectile motion. Real quick, friends, can you pause this video and share what the difference between these different clubs is and why the different clubs would make up a golf set? Exactly. If you know anything about the game of golf, you probably know that not every shot is the same. Some shots require you to hit it far, some short, some require you to hit it high, and some require you to keep the ball nice and low. The different clubs you see cater to the different distances involved in a golf hole and allow players to hit the same comfortable, easy swing and let the club and angles involved take care of how far and how high the golf ball travels. Here's an example of one that requires you to hit it over a tree and only about 75 yards away, which isn't too far, that requires a club with more loft. For that shot, you would probably want to use a club more like this one, where it would want to tend to go a little bit shorter but higher to clear that tree. And here's an example of a shot where what you see is what you get. You want to hit it far and nice and straight to your target, but you probably have to get it about 200 yards to get it there. You may want to use a club that looks a little bit more like this, that hits it a little lower, but nice and far. So remember, friends, just keep the trajectory in mind as you decide which club to pull out and how to adjust the club that we're going to build together for the different shots that you might encounter. And now let's talk about some of the materials found in the game of golf, because friends, on top of the shape of the club and how you swing, this will be the other metric that really affects how you hit the ball and how far it flies. And one more time, can you quickly pause this video and brainstorm with your friends which of these two clubs look more modern and why clubs these days look a little bit different since golf first started? Yep, over the years, things have changed a lot. They actually started as this hickory material, which is a hard type of wood. And today, the club heads are made of strong and lightweight metals like titanium and steel. Metal is actually melted down and then poured into a mold, which engineers design. And once that burning hot metal is dry, it actually starts to look something like a golf club, and the team starts to put together the club using the different pieces, similar to how we're going to be doing and showing you in the next video. But anyways, these metals and materials like steel are a popular choice among design engineers these days due to the fact that steel is strong, it's super durable, a little bit more customizable than wood, and because it is more dense, it actually provides better feedback to players when they hit a bad shot. And next, we're going to share a little bit about what's called the moment of inertia, which is really affected by how the engineers and designers of the golf club place the different weights around the club and affects how it feels in your swing and hits the ball. Now obviously, a club that looks like this will probably feel and hit the ball much differently than one that looks like this. For example, think of a seesaw. If you sit in the middle, the seesaw balances differently than if you sit at the very end. Where the weight, or in this case where you sit, changes how it moves. In a golf club, where the weight is placed affects how easy or hard it is to swing. And just in case you didn't know this already, there's a lot of moving and spinning parts in the golf swing, but specific to the golf club, you don't want it to get too far out of control. So that's where golf club designers get to think like engineers and be creative and test out different solutions, because they don't want the golf club to spin too much during your swing. And I know we're all ready to start building our club. But before we get to the next video, we just wanted to share this super quick image which labels some of the different parts of the golf club so you can talk knowledgeably with your friends about what you're building while you're having some fun.